Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Shri Sadguru Paramatmane Namaha. Sarva Maharshibhyo Namaha. The Lord says that the Gita Shastra should not be taught to those who are devoid of devotion. 67th Shloka. Idam te na tapaskaya na bhaktaya kadachana na cha shrushave vachyam na cha mam yobhyasuyati. Substance. This is never to be spoken by you to one who is devoid of austerity, nor to one who is not devoted, nor to one who does not do the service, nor to one who speaks ill of me. Commentary. The Lord teaches the disciple that the great science of liberation should not be revealed to those who are devoid of austerity and devotion. This warning is necessary, and no true seeker is excluded from the benefit of receiving the light of knowledge. It means that the seeker for liberation should make himself fit to receive this knowledge by austerity, service, and devotion. It should not be taught to people who have neither self control nor devotion to God. Such men are likely to disparage this great and secret knowledge and give false interpretation to the laws enunciated in the Gita. In practical life, one comes across many flippant, shallow people engrossed in worldliness who decry all spiritual knowledge as a foolish exercise in futility. Such men do great harm to society. They destroy faith and create doubts about the truth of this great science. Such men are not only unhelpful but positively harmful to society. The idea is stated negatively, but its positive meaning is clear. The receiver of this knowledge should possess certain qualities of character. He must have acquired self discipline by following the austere way of life. He must possess devotion. He must have served elders and teachers. And he should never scorn the wise masters who deliver this wonderful message. Above all, the disciple should be most eager to free himself from the ills of the flesh. This eagerness, this yearning to know the truth, to live by it and experience the bliss of liberation in his own life is the first qualification for receiving the message of the Gita. Question. To whom should the Gita Shastra be not taught? Answer. To those who are devoid of austerity and devotion. Question. What does this prohibition imply? Answer. It implies that those who have practiced austerity and who have devotion to God are most qualified to receive the Gita message. In this and the following verse, the Lord says that those who propagate the Gita message are most dear to Him and they shall attain Him. 68th Shloka. Ya idam paramam guhyam mad bhakteshvabhidhasyati bhaktim maya param krutva mame vaisyatya samshayaha. Substance. He who with supreme devotion in me will teach this profound philosophy to my devotees shall doubtless come to me alone. Commentary. The Lord here declares that those who teach the Gita to his devotees would reach him, attain moksha. For this, we understand the high value of true service to humanity. Of course, there are many forms of service, but the highest service a wise man can do is to transmit his knowledge to others. Such a man attains the highest fruit of service, namely liberation. The knowledge embedded in the Gita contains most profound secret of life. It provides the key to liberation. It is no doubt a great thing to attain knowledge and liberate oneself, but it is an infinitely great thing to offer the light of knowledge to others who are in need and thus help them to reach the highest goal of life. Question. What is the importance of the Gita? Answer. It contains the most profound secret of liberation. Question. To whom should is to be taught? Answer. to the devotee of the Lord. Question: what reward does he get? Answer: he attains liberation, moksha. 69th Shloka. न च तस्मान् मनुष्येषु कश्चिन्मे प्रियकृत्तमः भविता न च मे तस्मादन्यः प्रियतरो भुवि. Substance. Nor is there any among men who renders dearer service to me than he, nor shall there be another dearer to me than he in the world. Commentary. Those who teach the Gita are the most dear to the world. So, the best way to obtaining the grace of the Lord is to propagate his teaching. It is the best form of service to the Lord. Out of love and compassion for humanity, the Lord is eager to convey his message to the largest number of sincere seekers. He wants all his disciples not only to study the Gita but communicate its message to others. People are all eager to obtain the grace of the Lord by doing various devotional deeds. Here, the Lord says that he who propagates his teaching is the dearest of his devotees. The common man may not be able to do the great deeds for the service of mankind, but it is within his power to study the Gita and communicate its precious message to others in every possible way. It is good to gather devotees of the Gita in towns and villages and do constructive spiritual work in the manner prescribed by the Lord. Question: who is the man most dear to the Lord and who does the most dear service to him? Answer: the man who propagates the teaching of the Gita is the most dear to the Lord, and is he who does the most dear service to him. The study of the Gita is the sacrifice of knowledge, Jnana Yoga. 70th Sloka. Adyeshyate chaya imam dharmyam samvadamavayoh Jnana tenahamishtah shyamiti mematihi. Substance. And he who shall study this sacred dialogue of ours, by him I shall have been worshipped by Gnana Yajna. This is my conviction. Commentary. Dharmyam. The Gita is sacred because it does not swerve from the Dharma. It is very embodiment of Dharma. The opening words of the Gita, Dharma Kshetre, are to be remembered here. Jnana Yagnena. The study of the Gita is a form of sacrifice. It is the sacrifice of knowledge. So it is clear that the Gita teaches knowledge, Jnana, as its main aim. The other paths of bhakti and karma are necessary aids which ultimately culminate in supreme knowledge. Worship of the Lord with flowers and fruits is no doubt good in its own way. But the devotees acquire greater merit by the study of the Gita and by understanding the wisdom enshrined in it. This is itself a holy sacrifice. Me matihi. This is my conviction. The Lord proclaims that the Gita is the message of the highest knowledge by which man attains liberation. Question: what is the merit of the Gita? Answer: it is Gnana Yajna. One who hears the Gita also acquires great spiritual merit. 71st Shloka. Shraddhavananasuyascha shrunuyadapi yo naraha sopi muktaha shubhan lokan prapnuyat punya karmanam. Substance. And the man who hears this, full of faith and free from malice, even he shall attain the happy worlds of righteous, freed from all evil. Commentary. On many occasions, the Lord has warned the devotee against the evil of malice and hatred, and once again he emphasizes the idea at the end of his teaching. Besides being free from these twin evils, one should possess single minded devotion and faith, Shraddha. Without faith, Shraddha, no one can achieve anything great in any sphere of life, and particularly in the spiritual realm. No man can achieve any merit if his heart is impure. Malice is like a canker. It eats away the vital forces of man and renders him weak and disabled for any great pursuit. There may be many illiterate persons who are eager to learn and know about the Shastras and who feel disappointed by their inability to read the sacred books. The Lord here declares that they need not all be disappointed. They may hear the Gita Shastra and acquire spiritual merit, which offers them the reward of attaining the happy worlds of the righteous. Only the condition is that their hearts should be pure, free from malice and hatred. The center of spiritual knowledge is the heart and not the brain. It is the illumination of the heart that liberates man. The Lord abides in the lotus of the heart. One comes across learned scholars who have thoroughly read the Shastras but who still remain ignorant of the highest wisdom. This goes to show that their hearts are still dim and obscure in spite of their vast learning. People honor them for their learning, but the light of knowledge, true knowledge, they cannot give because their hearts are troubled by the tempest of Shastras. On the other hand, there are illiterate people whose hearts are pure and untainted. They are fit to be initiated into the secrets of true knowledge. The Lord advises such pure souls to hear the Gita and thus acquire spiritual merit. Question: what is the way of liberation for the illiterate? Answer: for the illiterate, the way of liberation is to hear the Gita.